All
right, we're here with head coach Todd Whitten, seniors, wide receivers Amari Manning, and safety Jay Edwards. Coach, arguably the biggest win of the year. The top number 23 Angelo State battle undefeated. The offense kind of struggled, but turned it on where it mattered most. Your defense carried you the whole game. Your thoughts on the game?
Well, first off, we take our hat off to Angelo State. They've got a really good football team. They are much improved, and I thought they came in and played well. Really proud of our guys for playing 4 quarters. You know, I think we really needed a game like this right about at this point during the year, where we had to go out and battle. And the last couple of weeks we haven't had to do that so much. So I think it was really good for us. We had a lot of guys step up on both sides of the ball and make plays. I thought our kicking game was improved. Probably still a few too many penalties, but the way we went out and won today and the way we closed it out at the end, those are the things that teams that can compete for a championship have, to go and run the ball 8 or 9 or 10 times in a row at the end of the game and finish it out. So, you know, I thought it was a real physical game, and I thought we played in a physical manner in all 3 phases.
Jay, we'll start with you. Defensively, you guys hold Angelo offense that's averaging over 40 points a game to just 13 points, 1 touchdown. Seemed like you're in there on every 3rd down, 4th down tackle. Your thoughts on the way you guys play defensively?
We definitely, you know, we had some things we could work on, but we definitely did have a good game. We had some missed assignments, but, I mean, we stepped up. You know, usually offense, they never struggle. They're one of the best offenses. That's why I believe we're one of the best defenses, because we play against offense every day at practice. But I'm glad we stepped up and won the game. Yes, sir.
Zamari, last question before we open up to the media. 4th and 4, you know, it's a close game late in the second half. You finally get going on a touchdown pass. Your thoughts on that with facing that kind of adversity late in the game?
Great players make great plays.
Yes, sir. Just not giving up. Keep fighting. You can't get discouraged, and you have to just keep going, drive by drive, play by play. Can't get discouraged. You got to just keep moving forward.
Coach, had that come out second half, early interception. So Angelo had a chance to score down there, and then Ronell Wilson come up with a big interception. Talk about that play and how big that was.
Yeah, that was huge. We had several moments throughout the course of this game that made me think that we are probably on the right track. That certainly was one of them. You know, and you kind of learn a little bit more about yourself with each week as you go through a season, and it's not until you're really tested. We were tested in week 1 and now in week 5, and so I thought several times when our back was against the wall right there, I thought the defense really played tough. Ronell stepped up and made a great play. I thought we put a lot of pressure on their quarterback throughout the course of the game. You know, and then again, go back to that last drive. That's what championship football teams do, are able to do that to close a game out. And so there were just a lot of those. That 4th down plays Amari made was incredible. Catch a few snaps before that. And, you know, and it's hard. Their defensive coordinator had really good knowledge about our personnel and about what we do, and so that made the game even a little bit tougher. Not to take anything at all away from Angelo State, but most weeks you don't have to deal with having a former staff member, you know, on the other sideline. So, but I thought we battled through all those things, and you know, I just couldn't be more pleased with the way these 2 guys here played. It's what I expect from them every week, and you know, they're both great players.
Zamari, 3rd quarter, you guys needed a big drive. The offense had opened with a good drive, but you kind of sputtered. You caught the ball on that 4th down pass and then bowled your way through a couple of defenders going in the end zone. What was your thought process on that one?
Coach Cole. That's what we do. We get after it every day, each and every day. Ain't no days off, no matter what. So, yeah, we just working hard each and every day, coming with it.
Yeah, I would agree with Zamari there. You know, he made that touchdown in the weight room back in the summertime and in the offseason.
Yes, sir.
Coach had the fewest first half points of the season, I think it was. What'd you say to the team at halftime to keep them in the game, keep them motivated?
Well, you know, we were moving the ball. I think, you know, we still have to give Angelo credit. They were stopping us some. We were stopping ourselves some. I don't know what the stats are, but I felt like we had some good drives in the first half. We had, you know, the first drive we got a score. We had a good touchdown pass in the second quarter. We threw 4 verticals down in the red zone. We had some good runs. We kept shooting ourselves in the foot a little bit. Couple that with Angelo playing really well. But so I told the guys we got to keep playing ball, and I really believe at some point, if you're moving it fairly well, at some point these guys are going to make plays, and that's sure enough, that's what happened.
Jay, you guys have one of the best secondaries in all of college football, probably at any level. And Angelo had come in with some talented wide receivers. You guys really held them in check tonight. Talk about how your secondary was able to do that.
Of course, they did have some good receivers. I believe it's, like I said, going against the best receivers at practice. I mean, our receiver core is very deep. And I believe, especially our defensive coordinator, DB coach, he's very tough on us every day at practice. So I feel like that comes into a lot why we're like so mentally tough and can play pretty good.
Coach, Holmes went for through a 50% completion percentage for the game. What were you saying to him throughout the game to keep him out of his own head and keep throwing the ball?
Well, we were just about every snap they were giving us another look. So I thought Coach Clark had a really good game plan, and just literally every snap it was something new and something different. So Ben and I had to communicate a lot, and we had to make sure things were sorted out, and that he had a good understanding of what we were seeing. It's sometimes easy to get confused out there when you're getting different looks, just one right after another. So, but I thought Ben played pretty well. I don't know exactly what his stats were, but he made some good timely throws, and and he kept competing out there as well. If you're going to have great seasons, you're going to have some tough wins along the way, just as we did a year ago, overtime with Midwestern, a couple of tough wins with Commerce. I think our game and our performance tonight was really good for our football team.
And for all three of you guys, can you give us your thoughts on the D1 invitation?
Well, I think it's really good for our university, and I think we're all very, very excited. To be able to move forward and to move up a division. So I think it's every bit of it is really good for this university. Are there going to be some tough days? Sure there are. I certainly wish we could take these guys with us. But I tell you, our senior class and this football program, now I believe we've won 17 out of the last 18. Is that correct? And so these guys have really laid the groundwork. Now we have a lot of work left to do. We're a long way from the finish line, but our football program is in a good spot right now, and I think going Division I is the perfect thing for us, going out to the WAC. And we, as an athletic department and a university, I can tell you we're ready for the challenge.
All right, guys, thanks for your time, and congratulations on the win.
Thank you.